Oh my God, are we here?
We're back. We are back. We're back. We're back, motherfuckers!
You're listening to Daddy Knows Bets with your hosts, Jay Fisher, Matt, the Ghost Lawman, and Steve, the Brain Wolf.
Welcome to Daddy Knows Bets. Did you miss us? Yeah, we were going for a little bit, and I wouldn't get too excited because I don't know how often we're going to get around to doing more episodes. But what does it matter? Because we're here now. We are here live at the Stat Junkies Draft. Now, I guess by the time that you hear this, it's going to be way, way over. But right now it's live. We're excited. I'm pumped up. I got the number 2 pick for the second time this year. I know who I want. I'll bet you can probably figure it out too. But before we get started, we just want to do a brief little spiel about parenting. It is fucking impossible. We have been over this. And my daughter is about to turn 4. And let me tell you guys something. Shit is getting real over here, okay? She's about to start school next week. Not school, but like preschool or something like that. And at the moment, currently, she can't stop talking about death. She is obsessed with death. She doesn't want to die. She doesn't want to be in the ground. It is fucking serious right now. And I guess she's a little bit young to be thinking about it, be talking about it, but it's perfectly normal, actually, for little kids to be obsessed with it. They don't really understand that. They're just kind of grasping it, and they won't really be able to grasp the finality of death until a little bit later in life. I think, I don't know, like 9, 10, or like maybe even early adolescence or something. But this is a conversation that we're all inevitably going to have with our kids. And there's a good way to go about it, and there's a bad way to go about it. Now, the bad way to go about it is if she says to me, "Daddy, I don't want to die. Am I going to die?" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck yeah. Hell yeah." That's probably the wrong way to go about it. Here's the approach that I want to take. I want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. No pun intended here. But I want to introduce her to the concept of death and also introduce her to the concept of religion at the same time. Now, I'm not religious by any means. Her mom's not religious by any means. I probably would be, if I had to label myself an agnostic, leaning towards the atheist side, but I'm not going to shield her from religion. I think that I want her to know everything that she can. I want her to gain as much knowledge as she can and make decisions for herself. So the way that I'm going to approach this is I'm going to say, well, sweetie, yes, everybody has to die. However, there are people who believe in things like the afterlife and like heaven. And like when you die, you go into a magic fairy tale world where you're floating on clouds and eating candy. And they're like raining gumballs and, Snickers bars all day long. There's other people who believe in things like reincarnation. People, when they die, people think that they may come back as something else. They might come back as another person or something like a dog or an elephant or even a fucking dung beetle if you're really, really bad. But we all understand religion is a necessary part of life. And even though I'm not religious, I need to introduce her to this as soon as possible, if for nothing else, because the concept that there may be a heaven, maybe reincarnation, it makes the concept of death more palatable, especially for a little kid. That being said, Steve, Matt, how are you guys doing? Did that get real enough for you?
All right. Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. That's not how I expected our comeback to start after being off for like 6 weeks.
You guys were all excited to have some fun here, huh?
Yeah, over here talking about death. We're like 10 minutes away from one of our biggest fantasy drafts of the year, and you're like,
I think he's
death and dying.
He's trying to throw us on tilt here. It's all part of his plan.
It's not working.
Yeah.
Well, here's an important thing, though, Jay, that you really need to consider. I mean, I think it's also important to teach your kids that there's exceptions to every rule, right?
Death?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Please go on.
Yeah, his name's Tom Brady.
Okay.
The only person that's ever beat Father Time.
And Sister Jean.
And Sister Jean. Shout out Sister Jean.
Still going strong. Well, actually, my plan was to I had a very, very, very long spiel written out. It was about 45 minutes long, and I was going to just keep talking all the way into the draft and hope that you guys kind of just forgot that we were even doing it. But I didn't write any of it down, to be honest with you. So here we are, about to start. Now, I actually just did a draft last night. I did 2 drafts last night. It was really funny, actually, because I ended up the first draft with the number 12 pick, and then the second draft I did the number 1 pick. That's never happened to me back-to-back drafts before. But after I got that number 1 pick, I was actually thinking about trading back with you, Steve, to 9 because, I have a couple drafts under my belt at the top there. I have one all the way at the bottom, and I really like the 8-9 spot for you guys. I mean, you're going to have a really good player fall to you, superstar stud, and then on the way back, I mean, you can grab a guy who could, potentially end up a top 5 player, as opposed to me. I'm going to be relying on either JT or CMC to carry the load all season, and then hopefully build around that. But do you guys want to share any insight into who you're looking at 8 or 9, or what maybe strategy you have position wise?
Well, I don't want to divulge too much, but it seems like Ghost can tell you who he's looking at because he's the only one that can really kind of screw me up here.
Obviously, we're gonna have to see what these guys in front of us do here. That's what it's all about. But I don't think I'm going to shake things up too much in the first round.
What the hell does that mean? What do you mean? Like you're not going to take a defense?
Definitely not.
So what are you looking at? Because, Steve, he's not going to be able to snake you in the first round. I mean, are you looking at one of these running backs here? Or, if Jamar Chase falls to 8, that's tough to pass up. But then you got you got Derrick Henry there that could possibly fall. He could be, a top 3 fantasy producer at the flex position this year.
Yeah, I just don't know about the Titans, though. So, Diggs might be a better bet. But then, it's like, how do you pass up on a first-round running back if someone like Henry is sitting there? So, it's going to be a tough call. But who knows? Maybe Eckler falls to me.
I would love that, man. I love Austin Eckler. I think, he's not going to probably get as many touches, I think. But, the touchdowns, you would expect a little bit of touchdown regression probably. But why? Does he really need to have a little bit of touchdown progression? They're going to score a lot of touchdowns. He's good at the goal line. So, yeah, it's interesting. Yahoo actually has Cook ranked above Eckler, and in your other draft, you had the 4th overall pick, right? And you went with Cook, and that was on our. We were kind of talking you into that also, and then afterwards, I was doing a little bit more research, and I was like, I don't know. I think that I probably like Eckler a little bit better, even in a standard league, I would say.
Yeah, I don't know why you gave me such horrible advice, but I went with it. No, I like Cook. I like Minnesota this year a lot too. So I think both those teams are going to be really good. So you got to expect. Whoa! Why is this happening?
Hey, you landed the second.
Are you all having that?
Huh. Yeah, I'm getting my. I don't know what this is. Is this like draft advice from Yahoo?
Yeah, I don't know. I had draft sounds off, so that was that happened. It probably tells you who you should pick, but I don't believe these motherfuckers. Like, no, you're gonna tell me to pick like CD Lamb.
We talked about this last year with DeAndre Hopkins too. I don't really see a space where Derrick Henry makes it out of the top 5. Like, why every year when we come into a new year we go, no, Derrick Henry can't do it again? and every year Derrick Henry does it again. So to have him as the 8th ranked player in this X ranking for Yahoo just seems a little ridiculous.
Steve isn't buying it.
Who do you put him over though? You put him over Eckler? You put him over?
You put him over every one of these receivers, absolutely.
Yeah, Chase.
Over Chase, over Kupp, over Jefferson, because you can't beat a guy who's going to get so much volume. I mean, last year, if Henry doesn't get hurt, he's probably finishing as a top 2 running back again. Were they going to let Ryan? They're going to let Ryan Tannehill throw the ball? No chance.
He probably would have been the number 1 running back had he not gotten hurt.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I don't know why everybody, coming into the year again, here we go. Let's fade Derrick Henry. And actually, we saw last year before he got hurt, he got more involved in the passing game than he ever was before.
And he had an incredible year before he got hurt. But I don't know. Yeah, you're kind of right about these. I mean, if Cooper Kupp can do that again, then forget about it. Cooper Kupp is a top 3 pick automatically, but you expect some regression there. Justin Jefferson, a lot of hype. A lot of hype going on here. I love Justin Jefferson. I've loved Justin Jefferson for weeks and weeks and weeks, but it's not a value anymore, Now he has to perform. I mean, when he was like just a top 10 guy or top 7 guy or something a few weeks ago, you were looking at that like, man, I'd love to snatch up him. But look at this, number 3 overall.
Let's be honest. In our setting a half PPR, Justin Jefferson isn't worth it at that number 3 valued position.
That's a tall price to pay, my friend. Are we all in? We're live. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this.
Let's get it.
Many, many times, Christian McCaffrey go number 1 overall. He's been creeping up that ADP. Let's see where he goes here.
Well, it's obviously one or the other.
I don't know. I saw Derrick Henry go number 2 overall. Actually, I think in Kev's league, right?
Yeah, and for good reason.
Well, that's a PPR. So I don't know. In a full PPR.
If you think he could go number 2 in a PPR and that's reasonable, then there's no reason to think he's not a top 2 pick in a half PPR.
Is this guy? Yeah, he's on. All right, here we go.
JT, number 1 off the board. I have 1 share.
Jay, you want to let everyone know what your team name here is this year?
The Ashkenazi Assassins are on the board. And we are looking for a deal here. We are looking for some deals. Get some nice cheap.
Get you some Justin Jefferson, Jay. Go ahead, pull the trigger on it.
This early, you really have to rely on the top guy that you draft to score a lot of fucking points. And if
a lot of points.
Healthy,
that's the goal.
You really rely when you have such an early pick. So I do like JJ, but this early I need somebody who's got the upside to finish as the absolute number 1 guy. So I'm going to go ahead and take old glass jaw here, Christian McCaffrey.
Good old glass jaw.
And now I have 2 shares of him. So don't fucking blow this for me.
All in. He'll be out by week 2.
There goes Eckler.
Yeah, I could have told you that. Everybody knows Kyle is going to go running back. First 3 picks, right?
Well, that's the old Jay strategy.
Well, not so much. And
I fought that for years, and it led me to the C. Jay Will knows what's up. Derrick Henry at 4.
All right, pause the draft.
Now you might be staring down the barrel here. Cook gone.
So, why did it auto draft for him then? Not Mud Dogs was missing. Dump. Jamar Chase off the board, number 8. Steve, are you mad about that? You were hoping he fell to you.
Yeah, I was.
Man, that's a good pick. He's got the upside to finish, obviously, as a top
Man, that's tough, dude. I knew you would do it to me, Matt. Ugh. I hate this. Joey mixed bag of donuts.
A little bit of Joe Mixon at number 9. I got to tell you, I was doing some mocks at 9 in case, thinking about trading with you. And I think that was probably Joe Mixon. Above him was the cutoff. I would hope somebody fell to me. I would think there was like those top 8 guys that I really wanted. So I'm a little bit, I guess, relieved that I didn't trade with you. You got Joe Mixon. I got CMC. What's up?
Yeah, now it gets interesting.
Well, damn, what happened? I don't understand because Tim was like, pause the draft, and I was about to pause it, and then all of a sudden it just auto-drafted Dalvin Cook for him.
Yeah, I don't know. Was there any more follow-up?
Wait, no, Tim's pick was 11.
No. Tim told me to pause it for not Mud Dogs, who I guess, I don't know, he left the draft.
And you didn't listen?
I mean, I was going to pause it, but then I was like, oh, there's 10 seconds. There's a minute and 50 seconds left. So I went to go ask.
Well, he obviously set his rankings then.
Is that okay? I mean, he must have. Yeah, I wouldn't have just auto drafted him.
No.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Although if I find out that means I could have got Dalvin Cook at 9.
Yeah.
Who is not Mud Dogs? And I would have taken Cook. I would have doubled up on him.
Of course you would have, man. I told you you were going to fuck me in this.
That's what he's here for.
You're fucking me in hypotheticals, too.
I'm really sweaty.
I'm really sweaty. You watching Cops?
Oh, jeez. This is so nerve-wracking. My feet are just, like, drenched. Gotta get a fan. All right, how's it going over there for everyone?
I just want to read off some of these picks that we had here so far. So JT went number 1 overall, then Christian McCaffrey, then Kyle with his running back strategy goes Austin Eckler. Derrick Henry off the board, number 4, which means that Justin Jefferson goes 5, Kupp goes 6, Dalvin Cook, I don't know if he was auto-drafted or what, 7, but that's probably about, I mean, I would have taken Cook right there, definitely. Then Jamar Chase. And then the draft began. With at number 9 with Joe Mixon, Steph Diggs off the board, CeeDee Lamb at 11. And I actually really enjoyed these back-to-back picks yesterday, 12 and 13. It was really fun to have. I just 2 right off the bat. But Kev goes Keenan Allen in the first round. How do we feel about that?
Well, he wanted a guy, and he went and got him. He knew he wasn't going to last coming back to him, so he just went and did his thing.
Yeah, but is he drafting just for out of fandom, out of fanhood? I mean,
possibly. And you know, that's the great thing about this.
Yeah, you can.
You could spend your money however the hell you want.
Yeah, it's true, but you know, I don't know.
I really kind of like this value. I think I'm going to go with Alvin Kamara.
Oh God, I hate you.
Face, Matt.
We all
knew that.
Last night, I took Alvin Kamara with the 13th overall pick. I went back to back, and Kamara was off the board.
I'm gonna have to shake it up here.
I knew it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you had to. You had to, man.
I'm sorry. That's the only decision there. I just don't trust Green Bay's offensive line or Tampa Bay's offensive line as much as I would love to grab a running back there. I had to go Kelsey.
You didn't want to start Adams Chase, huh?
I thought about it, but Kelsey is just too valuable, man.
Stud.
Well, we'll see now that
you and Travis Kelsey, Matt, both studs.
He's got a fantastic floor, I'll tell you that much, Travis Kelsey.
Fucking stud.
He actually fell to me. I had the number 1 pick last night. He actually fell to me at 24 overall in the second round. I was not expecting that to happen tonight, of course. But
so, just real quick, just before it actually happens, when do we expect the first quarterback to come off the board? Probably with Big Kyle on the way back, right?
He's going to take Mahomes.
Or Allen. He loves that guy, too. I love me some Josh Allen, too, but...
Yeah, Allen. Either one.
Because we're gonna see a run of quarterbacks here, late second, early third, right? And it's just gonna pop off.
All right, there goes Devontae. Not Mud Dogs. Number 18 overall. Yeah, that's a little late for him, obviously, but it's if I would have drafted a running back in the first round, I would have definitely taken him there. I think he's gonna have a huge year.
Devontae Adams?
Yes.
You mean bigger year than with Aaron Rodgers? That's a bold statement, my friend.
No, not necessarily. Just a huge year.
His target share is going to be out of this world.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. They got people there. They got Waller. They got, Renfro. And don't forget, I mean, Josh McDaniels is kind of a run-first kind of guy anyway, right? They got Jacobs.
Oh, here we go with this run.
My God, dude. I've had so many times I have had Mark Andrews fall to me. I don't think I've done a single mock where Mark Andrews wasn't there for me. And frankly, I'm a little bit flustered now because I was really, really expecting him to be there.
Oh, there's your boy, though. Uncle Lenny.
Forney or Chubb, yeah. I'm going to either go fat Uncle Lenny here or I'm going to go the Chubbs. I mean, I don't really
no Damian Pierce for your boy, huh?
The thing about Damian Pierce to me is
there goes fat Uncle Lenny.
yeah, he's I don't know. He's the lead running back there. I don't know how good that offense. I want guys who's going to score touchdowns. I mean, is he going to score that many touchdowns? And is Damian Pierce really that good, or did Marlon Mack just really suck? Because they cut him from even the fucking practice squad. So,
yeah, no, I mean, it's no secret that Marlon Mack wasn't a world beater, but you really can't shake a stick at somebody that you can get in the 5th, 6th round who's going to get the majority of carries, right? Because touches equal opportunity equals statistics. That's what we're after.
Yeah, that's a great flex option right there, Damian Pierce. You're not going to get a workhorse running back in the flex spot.
Oh, Nicky Chubb,
Fat Nick. Let's see. Now this is really tough for me because my entire life, literally, I've spent just doing mocks and getting Mark Andrews here. So now I have no idea. I mean, Debo might be there. I'm fading Tyreek just a little bit because I feel like I can get comparable wide receivers later. But if Debo is there, I mean, how do we feel about him? He's not going to be running the ball anymore. Not like he was last year, right?
Who really knows?
Well, I hope you do. That's why. So I might just come back here, honestly, and go with James Conner. Okay, no. James Conner just got.
No, you won't.
Wow.
I might just come back here and go with Ezekiel Elliott. God damn it. I don't even know anymore now. So kerfuffled.
Yeah.
It keeps telling me like 6 picks too early that it's my turn to draft.
This 0 running back strategy has got me shook.
Well, there's some good value. I mean, we're coming up right now. Unfortunately for you, we're coming up to the death zone and the running back position where you have a lot of players that you like that could be something, but it's a gamble with all of these guys that are coming up, and you're going to have to pick and choose a couple of these mamma jammas here.
Hey, Matt, get you some Damian Pierce, boy.
Yeah, I already got some stock in him. I nabbed him. That was the 6th round of my other league, but that was before Mac was cut. Even I don't know if that mattered, but
Yeah.
Oh,
Now he's moved up here a bit, I see.
well, let me ask you this, guys, because I'm coming up here, and now I have. If I'm going to go running back here, I got Javonte Williams or
Yeah, that's who I would take.
Elliott staring me in the face. You like?
I would take Williams over
Oh,
Elliott.
you have your pick now because he went Tyreek Hill.
I just think the Broncos are going to be better than the Cowboys offensively, so that's just my strategy there. So,
But they're going to be splitting carries evenly. I think that Zeke is going to get the bulk of the work. Zeke is going to be the touchdown guy.
he's
So
on his
you're-
last leg, Jay.
He's
So
27 years old.
Jay, so you're more worried about Melvin Gordon than you are Tony Pollard?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. But Tony Pollard has a new role apparently, so he's going to get utilized differently. So it's like that's what Jay's referring to, I think, as far as just the bulk of the carries.
Yeah, I honestly cannot imagine that Pollard's going to be taking away too much work from Zeke. Zeke really tailed off the end of the season, but he was hurt. And I mean, look at this. He still finished some crazy point totals. I mean, I like the upside of Javonte, and if Melvin Gordon goes down, Javonte is a league winner. But I kind of want to take the proven entity who's in a contract year, essentially.
Do it.
Listen, whichever one you don't take,
Do
Kyle.
it.
So
Yeah.
you're making Kyle's pick right now too.
There he goes.
Yeah, watch how fast this one comes off the
There he
board.
goes.
Here comes Javonte.
Yeah, I mean that's the move there.
What's taking him so long?
Because he probably wants to go a quarterback here.
You think?
Oh, there it is. His button must have got stuck.
Yeah, that took way longer than I expected. So this really sucks for me drafting next to Kyle when we have similar strategies here, because now he's going to come back. He's going to try to take the best wide receiver in my face, right?
There goes
It's possible.
Well, we'll see. I mean, if Melvin Gordon goes down, injury wise, dead, in the ground, death, then Javonte is going to be a top 5 running back. However, Ezekiel Elliott, in my eyes, is a top 5 running back. Not talent wise, but volume wise, touchdown wise, fantasy wise. And he's safe. I mean, the guy doesn't miss a lot of games. So I'm just trying to justify to myself now taking Ezekiel Elliott when I should have taken the upside of the second year running back that's probably going to end up fucking exploding his first game for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, I don't know. What could have been?
We'll see.
My turn is next, though.
Motherfuckers, we'll see.
Let's see. Oh, God.
So you're going to go. Why don't you? Hey, Kyle Pitts is there. Another tight end?
No,
I
that's
don't-
right. Just cornering a market.
This really sucks because I can't talk about the players that are available because you guys are drafting right next to each other. But I was going to say, Eli Mitchell. Love it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the offense, they're going to – the Trey Lance thing concerns me there, obviously, but I think they're going to be productive offensively. So,
And and when he's on Shanahan loves him. Shanahan wants him to carry the rock. And when he's been on the field, he's been very productive. But he's just made of glass, and you gotta hope that he can play at least 12 games this season.
that would be ideal.
Man, I'm not a huge fan of what I'm about to do, but
Kyle Pitts?
yep.
More tight ends?
Yep.
Kyle Pitts off the board. Peppered with targets.
Then Schultz right after. People are getting desperate.
You started the run.
Tight end run in the 3rd round.
Oh my God.
Well, this is where I promise you, I will guarantee you, no matter what Rats does, Kev is taking Herbert on the wrap here with one of these guys. There's no question about it.
Yep.
So if Josh Allen can survive coming back to me, I think that's the play for me.
Let's see.
But
T Hig off
5 picks till my turn. All right, let's see here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, well, I don't know a couple of these people, but Kev's going to go Herbert, right? He goes
there's Waller. Okay.
Oh my God, this tight end run in this
And Herbert.
Super predictable. I don't think Rats is a quarterback guy. I think he's more of DJ Moore kind of guy. Or maybe a Scary Terry. I don't know who Trail Goats is though. So
You don't know who Trail Goats is?
I mean, I know all of the people in the league by name.
Is it Camilo?
No, that's you know who that is? That is Kev's other boy. Yeah, he's got a weird name, like Cottrell or something.
Cottrell?
Yeah, is that what it is?
Is one of the guys Tim's friend?
His cousin Justin is not Mud Dogs, or maybe it's Varsity Club. I can't remember.
So you guys are aware that you two are Tim's only friends.
Yeah, he's a relative, so that's different. We need to make that distinction.
I wouldn't call us friends, acquaintances, I guess. I lived in his fucking basement for like 3 months, but
I love Tim, King of the Rats. He's a fine fella.
Not his friend.
3 picks until my turn, and I don't think. What the fuck? It is King of the Rats. All right.
Yeah. So King of the Rats. Justin is one of these guys, and the
2 picks.
Did I call that? A DJ Moore kind of guy? Nailed it. Oh man, Alan Mike is scooped up right here though in your face. Nope.
It's funny that you can predict what players Tim's gonna take.
Nailed that, mofo. Get off my dick,
I don't know. I just feel like I can't pass on Josh Allen here.
No, it seems like the move, dude.
Yeah,
you don't take him, I'm taking him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like some of these quarterbacks are probably going to start coming off the board now.
All right,
Mikey Dub.
There he is.
And you know what? I really kind of wanted to hold off on fucking Russell Wilson too, but to have Josh Allen sitting there, and what are we in the fourth round? I'll take that.
Yeah, I mean, he's so valuable with his legs, dude. So it's a lot. It's a big difference. He's the only guy. I mean, well, there's Lamar too, sitting there.
Yeah, the problem is I have so much stock in Josh Allen from our dynasty league. It makes me nervous.
Yeah, I don't see why it would. I mean, the guy's a baller, right? He's still young.
And what happens in reality has no bearing on how many teams you have him on. Like, if he gets injured or not, like, that's just going to happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that.
Without that,
You can't expect injury.
Right. But, yeah, that's...
But I will say, and when you do drafts, I mean, my best mock drafts that I've done are the guys where I'm just picking off the tops of each position, and I might end up with, a CMC, but then I ended up with so many times Mark Andrews, and then ended up with like, you're just a shitty wide receiver, but you get a top 10, top tight end, you get a top running back. You want elite guys, as many as you can get. So, I mean, are you going to take the number 1 quarterback of the board? Or are you going to take the number 22 running back?
I'll be honest with you. I love the way this is going.
I'm not feeling horrible about it, but I wanted, in the first round, I was really thrown off. I wanted one of those running backs to fall to me that didn't.
Well, here's a question for you guys. Curious. How do you feel about Mike Williams? I mean, I'm down on him a little bit because, the end of last year, he kind of started sucking.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you talking about the guy I just drafted?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just big on the Chargers this year. I think Herbert's going to have a huge year, so in my eyes, that equals touchdowns for Mike Williams.
There he is. He got him anyway.
I was gonna take him on in his face.
Yeah, no, you were never going to do that.
Oh, I wanted to take him in his face. Oh, that would have been so fucking tasty. I would have had to stop.
Who's Ace McLegend?
Kyle.
That is Kyle. Yeah.
So this is interesting for me. This is exactly how I didn't want things to go, but I think that what I'm going to do is take a chance on Jalen Waddle here. I mean, you cannot ignore that he had 100 catches in his rookie season, right? You can't ignore that fact. And even though they got Tyreek Hill, I mean, they could use him in a whole lot of ways, so.
But yeah, I mean, he's so talented. So I think that's probably where I would go.
Yeah. You sure? Okay, fine.
Kidding.
Shit. Really?
No, I'm kidding.
I can revert
Got
that.
him.
Well, the funny thing is, I don't have any shares of him. He's not one of my targets, so I know he's probably going to be good, right? If I don't want him.
That's a reliable strategy, I think, there. So basically pick players that you don't want.
Yeah. All the guys all my targets that I have, like they're probably just all going to suck, right? So just go with guys or get injured. Now, and I hate doing this. I feel like my hand is forced. I really, really, really want one of these top 5 quarterbacks this year, though. And I mean, I'm looking at Jalen Hurts right now because it's just sexy. That offense
Is it?
That offense is very sexy. That offensive line.
Who the fuck decided that Jalen Hurts was a preseason top 5 quarterback? Why? Because he got A.J. Brown?
Well, he's a year seasoned. Last year he finished top 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
6,
that's all fine and good, right? But like
11.
again, we continue to defy logic, and we always just want to take everything we've seen and the resumes that these other players have built and be like, nah, you can't do it again. And year after year after year, they do it again. Like, you really mean to tell me that you want Jalen Hurts over Tom Brady? Or Jalen Hurts over Russell Wilson? Or Jalen Hurts over Dak Prescott? Like, that's really where we're at now?
Yeah. You know what it is? It's the excitement of the unknown.
Well, here's the thing, though. You got to think about Eagles are going to win a lot of games. They have the easiest schedule, one of the easiest schedules overall, and that division's horrible. That offensive line is dynamic, or just good, I should say, and like the defense is solid as well. So, yeah, I think.
And that, I mean, listen, given all those circumstances, right, I understand why a guy like Jalen Hurts, as, a prospect going into this year, the numbers look like they should be there. But Kirk Cousins, I believe, has been a top 5 fantasy producer for like the last 3 years just because of how much garbage time they play in. Why wouldn't you want somebody like Kirk Cousins if Justin Jefferson's going so damn high and Dalvin Cook? If Jefferson and Cook are 2 top 10 picks, why would we turn a blind eye to someone like Kirk Cousins?
I love Cousins.
Yeah, I love Cousins this year too. And if I didn't get one of these top 5 guys that I was looking at, then I was just going to pass and get one of them, or like a Derek Carr. I think he's going to have a really good year. But
wait. You just got done telling us you think that Josh McDaniels is going to run the shit out of the ball.
Josh McDaniels? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think there'll be a run-first offense, but I mean, what did Derek Carr? He was a QB1 last year, right? And then you add Devontae Adams to the fold. I mean, I don't think that he's going to end up a top 5 quarterback, but if we're talking about outside the top 5 guys, maybe 5 or 6 or something, then I don't really see a whole lot of difference between somebody like, let me see, somebody like a Russell Wilson or a Derek Carr. I don't see a whole lot of difference there. And now, well, here's why I was going to go with this guy, because now this is what I'm talking about, picking off top guys at each position. I can get myself a quarterback who I think is going to be a top 5 quarterback, or I can go with the guy, a wide receiver 2.
Wait a second. Did you do something here, Jay? Did you add an extra starting wide receiver to a Stat Junkies lineup?
We've been playing like that.
I feel like in previous years we started 2 wide receivers and a flex, not 3 and a flex.
We started 3 last year, actually. Because I didn't change it, I swear.
We're gonna have to call Stat Boy and figure out if this is right. I'm texting Jay Will right now.
Let's get these records retrieved.
Right, Matt, am I crazy? Right? Didn't we start 2 wide receivers last year?
I don't know. I think it may have changed a few years ago. I feel like there were 3 last year.
It was, at least last year. We definitely did 3. That it changes your whole strategy, right?
You just drafted Jalen Hurts after we.
And I get it, man. Like Tom Brady, I have him in one of the drafts I did last year. Tom Brady's going to be a baller. Tom Brady's chasing him.
Hurts runs too, right? He does do that.
Yeah, I mean, he's.
You ever seen Tom run?
The goal line running back, I feel like, right? And now he's got A.J. Brown. Devontae Smith is a year seasoned also. And I just feel like the sky is the limit. Did Kyle just take another running back? Hold on a second. How many fucking running backs did Kyle draft?
Kyle's cornering the fucking market here. What a great pick by Kyle.
Did Kyle just draft 4 running backs in his first 5 picks?
And a quarterback, so he has nothing else right now. Wow, it's a strategy. It's a new one.
He's obsessed. You know what? I'll bet you he probably doesn't even fucking realize there's 3 wide receivers, because it changes your whole strategy, right?
Absolutely. I'm almost. I mean, I could definitely be wrong, but I'm almost willing to bet that we never started 3 wide receivers in Stat Junkies.
We definitely did at least last year. I didn't change any of the settings. Man, Kyle's gonna be pissed when he's starting your mama as his wide receiver 3 every week.
I mean, can he he should be able to see that the lineup consists of 3 wide receivers. Like, it's right there in front of you.
Right there in your face. Let me ask you guys this. Does the interface for Yahoo look the same to you guys? Like, this looks like trash. This looks like an 8th grader made it.
No, yeah, mine. Are you on a desktop or on your phone?
I'm on a desktop.
Oh, yeah, no, I always do that shit on my phone. It looks the same on the phone.
Oh.
Like the same on the phone as it has in previous years, so.
Yeah, on the phone it looks nicer, easier to maneuver and get around. But when I'm doing on the desktop here, like, it's so weird. Actually, I can do it now. Yesterday, like, I couldn't even scroll. Yeah, when you go to all players, you can't scroll down. You have to minimize this chat thing, and then you have to scroll all the way to the right and then scroll down, but you can't actually see the ranking then, the composite rank.
Matt, let me ask you a question. What position are you going here?
I don't know. No, I'm thinking running back. Should I draft a Jet? No.
He goes, no.
I got 2 minutes to figure it out.
I have a couple solid rules that I stick by myself, and drafting Jets is definitely one of them. Not one of them.
So you know who just came off the board there? Chase Edmonds. Man, I'm kind of glad that I went running back here, because I have been.
Oh, he did it. He did it.
I did it, yeah.
Did it? Oh, so you don't want a Jet? You'll take a Texan?
I don't know. Yeah.
You know what?
I like him. He's dynamic.
I'm going to get my guy here, too. That's nice.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even think that I've ever seen Dameon Pierce play football at all live anywhere. I don't think I've even seen highlights of him playing. But he must be something special if, the Texans fucking love him. But aren't they the same assholes that traded away DeAndre Hopkins?
I got my guy there, and I have multiple shares of this guy. Man, I hope he doesn't fuck
Well, the
me.
guy who made those decisions about that is gone now, right? Wasn't that all Bill O'Brien?
That was all Bill O'Brien, yeah.
Oh, fucking butt chin screwed them, man. That was your boy, dude.
I mean,
he was like, I'm trying to sabotage this organization. Wasn't it his goal to get fired?
I don't know, but
loser, bro.
If it wasn't, then he definitely fooled us, right?
I think he came out and said like he was intentionally doing stuff to get fired.
I can't believe that. I mean,
that guy's a weirdo.
You just retire, right? You're not going to trade away DeAndre Hopkins for David Johnson just because you want to sleep in on Saturday mornings.
Well, what's he doing now?
Oh, I think he is an offensive coordinator somewhere.
Yeah, he's still involved. He just wanted
Easton Area High School Red Rovers.
He realized that was too much responsibility.
God, Easton right now would fucking beg for Bill O'Brien.
Oh yeah, he's at Bama. That's right.
They look like shit this year.
What'd you say?
I said Easton High School would beg for Bill O'Brien. They look like shit this year.
Pile of dog shit.
They got a fucking house by Parkland. Then they got beat up by Freedom in the fucking Cottingham Stadium renovation reveal. First home game in the last 2 years there.
Is Steve Schiffer still over there, coach?
No, it's Brado, and that guy's fucking dog shit.
Yeah, I don't think they've been very good lately, huh? Last few years.
God damn it, Kev. Fucking took Jacobs right out from under me.
Let's talk about a couple of these picks that came out, because I want to go back to Chase Edmonds. I've been targeting him like crazy. I took him in both my drafts last night as my flex. I'm really glad that I went with the 3 running back strategy now, because if I knew that I wasn't going to get Chase Edmonds, then I didn't, I wanted 3 good running backs. And I love the upside of Chase Edmonds this year. I mean, Chase Edmonds has been nothing but productive when he's been given the ball. And now that he's in Miami, Mike McDaniel, I mean, they run the ball. That's what they do. And they hand-selected Chase Edmonds out of free agency, and they're going to give him the rock. And he's dynamic. He's going to score a lot of touchdowns. He's going to get a lot of touches. And I think it's just an amazing pick. It's probably a little bit early, but I would take Chase Edmonds over Dameon Pierce, honestly.
Yeah, that's you made a good point there. It is like the bias is from previous experiences in the way that the running backs were managed in Miami previously, but that regime is over, so it's all there's nothing that's set in stone as far as how they're going to use those guys. But yeah, I think you're right. Edmonds should be the guy.
Yeah, you have Mostert there, but come on, he's old. He had 1 good season, right? It's not going to do anything. They just let go of Sony Michel, and I mean, who else is there? I mean, think about what the running game in San Francisco has been like the last couple of years. And I honestly, I mean, I love that offense. It's all going to come down to Tua, but Chase Edmonds, I think, is probably going to feast. You do like Dameon Pierce just because of the workhorse role, but yeah.
Steve is drafting here. What are you doing? What position are you drafting, Steve? Do you know it's your turn?
Tom Brady got taken in his face.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a really tough spot for me here, to be honest with you.
Well,
I'm going to do something that I really don't like. I just feel like it might be decent value here. I'm going to go Brandon Cooks.
I love that pick, man. Brandon Cooks is just a perennial baller. Every year, this guy just balls out of control. He gets passed around team to team like a fucking joint. Nobody wants it. It's not sexy. That guy
yeah, he's not sexy. The reason I like him, though, is he's got a rapport with Davis Mills now, and they're always going to be playing from behind. Like, yes, he's going to miss his 3 games a year with a fucking concussion like he does every year.
I love it, man.
And you know what, Matt? Those were the 2 guys I was going between, Juju and fucking Brandon Cooks.
Week 8 is already chalk it up as a loss for me, but we'll see.
I love it, man.
That's solid, dude.
And he's got, you're wondering who's going to take over, all those targets, Tyreek, and he's probably going to spread it around Mahomes, but you look at Juju, and Juju has been there before. Juju was a top wide receiver at one point. So
you know what's funny to me? It's hilarious because a year ago, right? Are you saying to yourselves, next year Juju is going to go in the 6th round and Deontay Johnson will still be on the board?
I was just like,
you know why? Because fucking Mitch Trubisky is thrown to him and he's got a shoulder injury already.
Oh, come on.
But Pickett's going to be in there eventually, which, I thought about it. Like, obviously, those were the 2 guys I was considering there, Johnson or Schuster. And it's Mahomes, dude, and that's going to be his guy, hopefully. And
remember 2 years ago, Clyde Edwards-Helaire was a top 6 pick, and now this motherfucker isn't even off the board going in the 7th round. Bum.
Yeah, you don't even know if he's going to be starting at some point. You feel like he's going to get injured. I mean, it's not as sexy as it was 2 years ago.
Listen, that pick when it first happened, to take that at 32 in that round, just because fucking, LSU was doing wild shit. Like, get out of here with that.
This is fucking nuts, man. Mud Dogs is just reaching and snatching up all these guys that I was targeting. I mean,
I love Thielen.
Probably having a little bit of a reachy draft, but yeah, Thielen. I mean, man, that fucking guy could catch, 12 touchdowns again, 13, 14 touchdowns. And look at this. Fucking Deontay Johnson is still just sitting here. I was thinking about Deontay Johnson last round. Steve, you told me to take a wide receiver over Jalen Hurts. I was going to take Deontay Johnson. You know what? I'll fucking scoop it up. I don't really care. Who was throwing to him last year?
Ben.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Raper face.
He still produced.
That's just good value.
There he goes. Yeah.
Amazing value right there.
I
don't even know that he's going to play week 1.
It's fine. I mean, guy had 107 catches last year with a dog shit quarterback throwing to him. I mean, if anything, Mitch Trubisky might be an upgrade.
Yeah, God, that offensive line is dog shit, though, too. Jay, I feel like maybe after Varsity Club's pick, you should pause this draft so we can go get a smoke break.
Can't you fit one in after your next pick? Or just go, man. I'll just...
I'm just going to go, man.
I'll make your pick for you.
Well, I'll bring my phone with me.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, do that. And then
you and Matt talk amongst yourselves.
I can pause the draft.
Yeah, when you come back, I'll go rip a bong.
Yeah, so maybe go douche your vagina.
Eat a sandwich or something, peanut butter.
Ooh, that sounds good. I'm gonna grab another beer, maybe a shot or 3 or 4 after mine.
Get me a Perrier, sweetie, and then come rub my feet.
No.
We're not in the same state.
So, a lot of good wide receivers left here. I'm looking at Hollywood Brown. I'm looking at Darnell Mooney. Honestly, I feel like right now, if he's still there, I'm going to go ahead and snatch up Michael Thomas because he's a guy that's been there before too, And if this motherfucker can stay healthy, there's a lot of upside there. I know Hollywood Brown you like because, especially the first 6 weeks, Darnell Mooney should get a lot of fucking targets too. But Michael Thomas in this Saints offense, with Jameis Winston hucking and chucking the ball around. Feels like a lot of upside there. And if he hits, that is a hell of a fucking wide receiver 3 for me.
Agreed. Yeah, I love it. Love it.
And at this point in the draft, Kyle did the homer thing, and he went and got his tight end. And okay, I kind of like Hawkinson. I think he's a little bit underrated, but we kind of know what Hawkinson is. He's not going to be a top 3 game breaker of a player. And when you get to this tier of tight end, you're looking at the difference between like the 6th or 7th best tight end and like the 14th best tight end, and you're talking about a couple points a game. I would rather just sit here and lap up some of these wide receivers, lap up some of these running backs that are still on the board. You still got Penny, you still got Singletary out there.
Yes, sir. Stevenson. Don't forget about
Ramondre. Henderson is going to get the rock. Okay, Cam Akers is not a workhorse running back. Miles Sanders, so much fucking upside. So if you're passing up the upside of one of these running backs here to grab the 8th best tight end,
yeah, it's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, I wish
strategy I'm not really understanding, but hey,
I wish y'all
he's a legend, baby. He does what he wants.
Well, that's he likes to fill out his roster first. I believe
he has no wide receivers.
Never mind. It's kind of going the opposite of that, huh?
He has 0 wide receivers right now. So yeah, I don't know.
All right, so
different strategy. It's the 0 wide receiver strategy, but I've never seen that carry on to the 7th round in a league that starts 3 wideouts.
Oh shit! Now I'm second guessing myself. There's a lot of good wide receivers left here. I mean, I got McCaffrey, I got Chubb, I got Elliott.
Yeah, he is got. Look at those running backs. I mean, Eckler, Fournette, and Williams. That's pretty rock solid.
I'll take Thomas here. Yeah, but I mean, and he's looking at it kind of the same way that I am. I mean, there's a lot of good wide receivers in this tier here.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And he's probably just going to try to load up on these. But yeah, I mean, why are you taking depth over a starting position? Is it because he's thinking that he's going to be able to trade David Montgomery? I mean, how long is that going to take? Weeks, right? You're going to go 3-4 weeks without a good starting wide receiver before you're able to trade him, if you're able to trade him?
I would think. Roughly 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, at least. So he's going to be, and he has to hit on these wide receivers now, or else, I mean, he's not going to be getting any points out of these positions. A lot of good sleepers here, but, sleepers are just upside as opposed to a guy like Deontay Johnson. He's going to catch balls. Jalen Waddle has 100 receptions last year. Michael Thomas owns the fucking record for receptions this season. And then he goes, is Christian Kirk his first wide receiver that drafted? This motherfucker took the 8th best tight end before he took a goddamn wide receiver. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I like the Kirk pick though, actually. That's solid.
Yeah, he's gonna get targets for sure. I will say that. But I mean, he's like Mahomes, Eckler, Fournette. That's a solid core. You got questions about Javonte. You think he's going to be better, but how good can he be if Gordon is taking, at least 45% of the work? I just hate Kyle so much.
Yeah. There goes Hollywood Brown and Penny.
I was looking at Penny there. I mean, you can't.
Yeah, I love Penny there.
The way that he finished the season last year.
As long as he can stay healthy. But that team how many touchdowns are they going to be scoring? That's the question.
They weren't very good last year either, and he was still just a monster. So you're hoping that carries over, and if it does, I mean, that could be a fucking league winner right there. I mean, if he plays like he did the end of last year, I mean, that's a top 5 running back. So, anyway, I do like the idea of the smoke break. I want to go ahead and kind of evaluate a couple of these teams real quick. Take a look at your team. We already looked at Kyle's. Kyle's team's dog shit.
Smoke break? You want me gone?
No, I don't even smoke. I'm just, like little break from the action, and then I'm gonna go ahead and analyze some of these teams. I'm looking at Matt Loebman's team, Jamar Chase and Mikey Williams. I'm a little bit lower on Mike Williams than he is, obviously, but he thinks that's a really good core of wide receivers. And then Juju, I mean, if he ends up being what we think that he is, this could be the best wide receiver core in the league. And then you got Eli, the steady hand there. If he stays healthy, Dameon Pierce, Travis Kelce. It's a good core of players. I do have some questions, some question marks there. Dameon Pierce, you don't know what he's going to do. Eli Mitchell, and then he goes and snatches up Miles motherfucking Sanders. I love the upside there, pal. That offense should be amazing.
Yeah, the offensive line is legit, and they
fucking legit.
Yeah, and they made an emphasis to run the ball later on in the year last year. He was looking good at the end of the season, so I like it.
Yeah, it's great value. I mean, the upside that he has, he's good at catching the ball also. So if he stays healthy and he gets the rock, yeah, he can end up an RB1. And here we go. Steve on smoke break went and snatched up Chris Godwin. I love it. That's great value. Chris Godwin is a wide receiver 1 if healthy. You have some questions about his knee. Is he going to have that agility that he's had before? Slot receiver, you need to be quick, you need to be agile, you need to be able to make those cuts to get open. And you're hoping that his knee can handle that. But, if he can step right back into that role that he had, I mean, that's a wide receiver 1 you just got in the 7th round. Joe Mixon, Kamara, great fucking value. I took Kamara, the number 12 pick last night. He's a top 6 running back. Josh Allen, he loves him some. Brandon Cooks is just solid. And I'm a little bit lower on Amon-Ra St. Brown. I feel like he was very good last year, but I feel like he had a target volume that it's just not replicable. And there's a lot.
It's going to be hard to achieve that volume again. They have Shark now too, right?
Shark. They got Hawkinson's back healthy. Swift is back healthy, and I don't know. Whenever Jameson Williams gets around to it, they're going to be putting him in there. So I'm not as high on Amon-Ra as he is, but obviously he's got a lot of faith in him. He made him his number 1 wide receiver, but who knows? Chris Godwin might end up being his number 1 wide receiver. And then Brandon Cooks is just a solid fucking pick. And now I was talking about all these running backs that were left, and they're all coming off the board now. All of them. I was talking about Penny, Sanders, gone. Stevenson, that is a hell of a fucking pick. He might end up being the lead running back there. Devin Singletary finished the season great in Buffalo. He's the lead guy. Tony Pollard off the board now. And now I'm getting a little bit angry. Were you going to take Pollard?
Oh, yeah, I love Pollard.
You were going to take him, and now Steve just took him in your face. You son of a bitch.
Oh, God.
Yeah, all these running backs. You better make a wise decision here, pal. You know why? Because I'm sure there's a bunch of guys that you're looking at and hoping that 1 or 2 falls to you in the next round or 2. I would not fucking count on that because I was hoping one of those running backs fell to me, and now there's nothing. 48 seconds. Amari Cooper off the board. I like it. feels like there's a really good floor there. And then when Watson comes back, you're hoping that could be a fucking playoff winner right there.
Yeah, he's a veteran, obviously. I don't even know how old he is, but he's been productive. But yeah, that's the question: who's throwing to him? Obviously, but he's the guy.
I'm sorry, I'm getting so pissed off. Not Mud Dogs taking every single one of my fucking targets, and I'm gonna murder him. Did he really just take Lazard in my face?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, let me see. So he went ETN, who I like, but he went Chase Edmonds in my face, Adam Thielen in my face, Alan Lazard in my face, all around too early. Here comes Kareem Hunt off the board, and I'm just fucking lost. I got nothing. I have no idea who I'm going to take here now.
Yeah, that was a good one, Hunt.
Oh my god, dude! It's like I was looking at all these running backs, thinking, all right, well, I'll maybe be able to snatch up at least one or two of these bitches. No, fuck. Dude. All right, so, oh god, I don't even know what to do here now. All right, let's see, fucking Jesus, motherfucking shit. All right, hold on, let me see. All right, so. This is fucking tough because I want two guys, and I don't know if they're both going to be there.
Let me step away for a moment. I'll be right back. Talk to yourself.
I'm going to talk to myself here. I want two guys right here. Everything's off the board. I mean, now we're just talking about backups, but I want upside at this point in this pick. So I'm looking at DeAndre Hopkins and thinking I can just stash him, and I think I will be good. But I'm also looking at Darrell Henderson because I think that he is going to get touches in that offense, even behind Cam Akers. I want both of these guys. Who's going to be there? Let's take a shot here. So I took DeAndre Hopkins. This is the biggest homer pick in the world. But the end of the 8th round, I feel like at this point I can probably afford to waste a roster spot, afford to waste this pick for 6 weeks. Because when he comes back, I think he'll be productive. I don't fucking even know. But that offense should be pretty good.
Damn you, Jay.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm talking to myself. Having a conversation with him.
Fucking A.
DeAndre Hopkins off the board. This is all I could do, man. I was looking at all of these running backs, all of these players in the last round, thinking that at least one or two of them would fall to me, and literally all gone. Just every single one of them fucking puck in my face. This is getting really hard, so now I'm just taking upside, guys. And right now, I was just talking to myself, and I was talking to all the listeners, and I want Darrell Henderson here. I want these two guys. I want Darrell Henderson, and I want DeAndre Hopkins for the upside when he comes back. Because I think Darrell Henderson's going to get the ball. I think that they're going to probably be splitting carries.
What the fuck you want Darrell Henderson for? Get out of here.
At this point, look, there's no other running backs here that I think are going to be, getting many touches in a good offense like that. And, Cam Akers has injury problems. So Cam Akers goes down. Darrell Henderson is the starting running back. But I think that he will, at least have some standalone value also. Now, here's a question, Steve, because I got Cordero Patterson sitting here still. And, he had a really good season last year. But
no, he got arrested this morning. Don't do that.
We expect regression from Cordero Patterson, right?
I wouldn't touch Cordarrelle Patterson with a 10-foot pole.
Are you just saying this because you want him? You're hoping that he falls to you?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that offense is going to suck. And I don't know. He did a lot of good stuff last year. Did a lot of good stuff, Steve. You hear me?
Yeah, that offense is trash, though.
He really tailed off at the end of the year, too. He probably only really had like a good half of a season. Okay, good. Thank God. Cordarrelle
Son of a bitch.
You seriously want you son of a you wanted him, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't bring myself to draft 2 Falcons, but fuck was that good value.
I guess. You're right. I mean,
We're talking about a starting running back in the fucking 9th round.
he's going to be a gadget player, though. Like he was. I mean, he actually kind of had like a little bit of a workhorse role, I guess, after fucking they realized that Mike Davis is just a bum loser.
Yeah, like what are we going to do out here? Start Damian Williams? Get the fuck out of here.
Well, they signed Damian Williams. They drafted Tyler Algier. So, I mean, that maybe goes to show you a little bit how they feel about Cordarrelle Patterson. He's probably still going to be in there on passing downs and stuff, but
Yeah, they also signed Marcus Mariota to a multi-year deal, so the Falcons have no fucking clue what they're doing.
so then why do you want their starting running back?
Steve, you got some chips?
Oh, yeah, you hear that?
This is a long haul. I got some chips too.
Listen, you know what I got here? I got these fucking these pretzel pieces, honey mustard and onion. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
The Schneiders of Hanover.
Yep, fucking A.
I'm a fan. Great product.
What do you got over there, Matt? You got another burrito to snack on?
Some Ruffles, cheddar, and sour cream.
Ooh, we had chicken tacos tonight. That was dope.
Ooh.
Who cooked?
My wife, she usually does a pretty bang-up job.
That's nice. That must be nice. Yeah.
You have a Dulce doesn't cook? Oh, that's right. She does not know how to cook, does she? Not that she doesn't want to. She just can't.
Let's not talk about it.
she's in the room, Jack.
Yeah, she's close by. She might hear you.
Hey, Dulce. Matt's talking shit on you. Well, the good thing is, I mean, that's probably why she, married you.
We had a defense off the board. That's insane.
Oh, Denver.
Round 9. What does this guy know?
And he goes Denver, too. Wow. I think I took Denver defense in the second to last round last night, actually.
Leave it up to Black Lou. Hey, there he is.
Kirk Cousins off the board. Yeah, you're right, Steve. I mean, wow, Kirk Cousins is going to be a top 8 quarterback this year for sure.
Fucking right he is.
So, but you know what the funny thing is? Like I said, I was looking, if I was going to take a wide receiver over Jalen Hurts, then it would have been Deontay, and then he ended up falling to me anyway. So, I don't know. Is there a lesson to be learned in that? Talks amongst yourselves. I'm going to grab a beer and a couple of shots.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, Matt. I think. Fuck it. We'll go with the upside here.
I like it. James Cook, definitely. A lot of upside. you control 2/3 of the Buffalo running game.
Yep.
All right, this is going to come back at us quick here.
What did I miss? Who'd you assholes take?
That was quick. Yeah,
Cousins off the board, and then
Cook,
James Cook.
and then Robinson.
I mean, at this point, you're going for upside, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
James Cook, not a prototypical 3-down running back. I think we've been over all of this many, many times because I have him on my dynasty team. And that's all I like to talk about is myself and my stuff and my things that I do.
You don't say.
Cook, Steve, I'm talking. James Cook, great offense. And I don't think they use like a traditional 3-down running back anyway in that offense. Devin Singletary's not that. He's been productive. So Cook should get in there. Cook should get some touches. If Singletary goes down, oh boy, that might be a league winner. And then I'm looking at Matt.
Oh, rats! I knew he was gonna do it.
Was that in your face?
Nope. Fuck that guy.
You don't like Chris Olave? Oh yeah, we've had this conversation.
Yeah. Fuck all these Ohio State track stars. Get out of here with that.
Yo, Olave is going to be Rookie of the Year.
Fuck out of here.
Mark my words. Maybe not Rookie of the Year, but best rookie wide receiver, I would say.
Who's the Saints starting quarterback?
Jameis, baby.
Jameson Williamson?
Yeah.
Jameis Winston.
Yeah, okay.
This is the guy that threw 30 touchdowns.
I've seen a couple years of Jameis Winston, and believe you me.
Yeah, but Olave is not going to be catching interceptions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly, which is why he won't be catching anything.
30 touchdowns, 30 picks. Isn't that what Jameis Winston threw the last time that he was the full-time starter?
Yeah.
We got LASIK.
And like 10 of them were pick sixes.
And he got LASIK. You heard him, right? And didn't he get to sit behind Drew Brees for a year?
Let me see here. Please hold.
He got to sit and he got to learn behind Brees, behind Peyton. Last year, I actually don't even know what the hell he did last year, but when he was a starter, I feel like,
Jameis Winston's a piece of shit.
You are a little bit bitter because you've flailed on your Bucks, but it worked out well for you, Steve, because then you ended up getting the GOAT.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. It worked out pretty solid.
Of all time.
Listen, the Bucks win that division by 4 games this year. It's not even close.
Motherfucker. Here comes the tight ends that I was looking at. Cole Kmet comes off the board. I love Cole Kmet this year. He's going to get a lot of targets. Had a great preseason. And then
Here comes
Ertz comes off the board. He's going to feast the first 6 weeks. And now I don't have a fucking tight end. So this is what
you want me to take Freiermuth right in your face?
I mean, at this point, go the fuck ahead. I don't really care who I start.
Actually, I'm going to take your other boy who's going to catch 15 balls a game for a total of 47 yards.
Kadarius Tony off the board.
Jesus.
I don't hate that pick.
I like it.
I don't like it, but I don't hate it. I like it better in a PPR for sure. That offense is going to be fucking awful, isn't it?
Listen, we're talking about bench trash right now, so.
Well, not me, motherfucker. I'm still looking for a starting tight end. But I don't really care at this point. I mean, Freiermuth had a great season for a rookie. So you look at that and you think to yourself, well, I might want to take that upside. Because rookie tight ends never do shit, right? So when a rookie tight end has a good season, but I mean, what are we talking? What's the ceiling here? You know, number 7 tight end, number 8 tight end.
For who?
For any of these guys, really.
Ugh. You might as well just not draft one and pick up Hayden Hurst.
I love me some Hayden Hurst this year. I mean, a lot of good fucking guys here. Gerald Everett could end up having a really
How
good
about
season.
Waka?
I will
from
never.
Denver?
If I can't pronounce his name, I will never draft. Yeah, but that guy, sure. At this point in the draft, like, I don't know. I'm not going to get your prototypical starting tight end, so I might as well just wait on one.
Wait it out.
Grab one of these bitches. You know, that upside. I mean, I like a lot. You're right. I like a lot of these tight ends. Hayden Hurst, I like him. Austin Hooper is now on Tennessee. He could end up having a really good year. Robert Tonyan is going to fucking. He might catch a lot of touchdowns again.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to catch balls in Green Bay.
Exactly.
That's a good point. Or do they?
Yeah, they do, Matt. Someone does. Well, that being said, I'm probably going to grab a tight end here because it's not like there's anybody in these wide receivers or running backs that are blowing my mind here.
Why not Hunter Henry?
I could take fucking Hunter Henry. I love it. Buffalo defense off the board. Kyle's such a homer, but that's the funny thing is I was looking at a defense here. The only defense that I would be willing to
Kyle
take,
doesn't actually like Kansas City. He likes Buffalo.
Buffalo defense has a horrible schedule. Like when you start defenses, you want to play schedule, right? That's why you're supposed to wait till the end of the draft because you're streaming defenses anyway. I mean, the Rams defense they're one of the top defenses. They have a horrible schedule. Tampa Bay has a horrible schedule. Buffalo, they're a horrible schedule. And Tre'Davious White, isn't he hurt? Probably their best defensive player. It's just stupid to take a defense this early unless you're looking at somebody like the San Francisco 49ers who are going to be a top defense, who have an amazing schedule to start the season. And I think I'm going to be that homer and go ahead and take them here.
Oh, Jay, you know who you wait on at tight end? Actually, I can't tell you that.
Tell me. I don't really care because honestly, I don't know any. I mean,
bro, I can't.
Any of these fucking guys could end up blowing up.
So you're going to take the defense here?
Yeah, I take a defense. I know it's a homer pick, but you know what? The only reason I would take a defense that early is
what are you fucking new at this?
A top defense that actually has a really good schedule. And
defenses don't fucking matter.
Defenses do matter.
No.
Yeah, they score points. They can be a difference maker, but the issue is you want to play matchups with defenses.
Yeah, so
San Francisco's off the board.
Yeah, I just took them.
Oh, okay.
It's a bit of a homer pick.
Long rips.
Well, on the surface, but they start off at the Bears, right. Then they go to Seattle.
I'm telling you, don't fuck with that Bears game.
I'm starting the San Francisco 49ers defense. Okay.
You know what?
They got
you know what you should also do? You should also take the Niners in the survivor pool this week. Please do that. Along with 59% of the other people that are playing, can be bounced in week one.
And here come the defenses. Tampa Bay off the board. Start the run, motherfucker.
Look at this shit.
So I think I'm going to go And at this point, yeah, you guys like don't fucking take a defense. Like San Francisco's the only one that I would take that early because they're going to be a top defense and because they have a good schedule. But like Buffalo, Tampa, like fuck them. Patriots have a nice schedule. Fucking Indy stuff. You basically want a defense.
I like Indy.
That has a good week 1 matchup. That's all you really care about, right?
Jay,
What
week does Gronk unretire?
He's not coming back, dude. He's fucking sitting somewhere sipping on a Mai Tai, like with fucking big titty blondes just shaking their asses in front of him.
Listen, he's staying active. He's staying active because he's in the Big 3 basketball league.
Yeah, well, he's a fucking professional athlete. I mean, of course he's going to stay active. It's not like he's just immediately going to start eating cheesesteaks and, watching.
Well, no, I mean, it's Gronk, though. He's probably on fucking yachts with fucking bunch of hoes and booze, right?
Girl.
Molly. Lots of Molly.
Lots of
Tons of Molly, dude.
All right. Well, I guess I'll take a tight end here.
Speaking of Molly, I'd like to use this opportunity to give a shout out to Mills. Way to fuck up the draft last Saturday at a Tyler the Creator concert and not even be able to get online.
No, it wasn't even that. That was the night before, wasn't it? The next night.
No. Tyler the Creator was Saturday night, and then
he went to see Bugs Bunny concert the next night.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny. Yep.
What fucking asshole?
Bad Bunny.
And he, whatever. Sing it. Bad Bunny,
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny. This motherfucker was trying to draft, but I don't know. I guess he just couldn't get reception or something. He couldn't even, he couldn't even set his. He was in the draft room. He was watching it, but he couldn't actually do anything, I guess, on his phone. And I told him, I was like, dude, give me your fucking login. I will make picks for you. Text me. Apparently he doesn't trust me or something. I don't know why. All right, so I'm gonna take a tight end here. You guys like Freiermuth or should I go with Irv Smith?
No,
Irv Smith. I like that one.
No, man. I don't know, man. Cam Brate. Just hold out and take Cam Brate.
No, I don't like Cameron Brate. Cam Brate sucks. He's not gonna do stuff. He's not gonna do stuff. I need a starting tight end. I mean, if there was something else that's sexy here, like if I,
Well, listen, I've been doing squats.
The top kicker, and take another defense or something. But Irv Smith, you're waiting for him to break out every fucking year.
He was out like all season last year, right?
Yeah. And this is essentially a contract year for him. So he's got to do stuff, right?
Do stuff.
Please. You're my starting tight end. I need you to do stuff. If there was something else that I liked, but I'm looking at these running backs, I'm looking at these wide receivers. Fucking. So I'll take this tight end, and you know what? I might even just draft 2 other tight ends just to make sure that I have something locked up there. That's stupid. I'm not actually doing that, but I might snatch up another one of these tight ends right here. I like Gerald Everett. I like Hayden Hurst. What's up with Logan Thomas? Why is he so low?
Oh, it's my turn now?
Are you going to take Logan Thomas?
You just kept talking. I didn't know it was even my turn.
That was my whole strategy.
Now I have to decide who I want here.
You want me to pause the draft? I can pause it for up to 15 minutes.
No, it's fine. I got it.
All right. Trey Lance. Off the board. Take him.
Where should I go with? Yeah, I guess I'll go with
Oh, that's a good pick. God damn it. I should have fucking taken him. Shouldn't have. Son of a bitch.
I was thinking him or Madison.
Yeah.
But I went with him.
Yeah. Fuck. I should have just taken Khalil Herbert. Fucking Irv
He's
Smith.
going to get touches either way. Madison's really only the guy if Cook goes down, so which is like pretty likely.
Here's my concern, though. Their last preseason game, the Bears, David Montgomery got like all the fucking work. And all these reports coming out, this is fucking speculation. Come on. I mean, is that really a real thing that gets leaked? Like, oh, the coaching staff doesn't really like David Montgomery. And then people are just dropping David Montgomery down their fucking draft boards because some asshole reporter got some kind of hot tip. Get the fuck out of here. David Montgomery is, I mean, how much different of a player is Khalil Herbert than David Montgomery anyway? Aren't they kind of the same person?
They seem very similar.
Yeah, so it's like David Montgomery's style isn't, but David Montgomery's style is fitting that offense. Fuck you. I don't believe it, but yeah, he's a league winner if Montgomery were to tear his fucking ACL in the second carry of the season. And then Steve goes ahead and takes Alexander Madison. Some more upside here. I like it. I like what you guys are doing. You don't suck as much as I thought that you would. That's a compliment.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, there goes White. I like that. He was on my radar too, actually. But again, I don't know why.
You think he's going to get touches?
Tampa Bay offensive line is going to be so bad. So even if he does get touches.
News came. He's not a running back though. He's like a pass catching running back. So, and the news came out recently that they want to not give Fournette as many touches as they did last year, preserve him, which actually makes a little bit sense because they just signed to a big fat 3-year contract. So, yeah, you think that Rachaad White is going to get some touches on passing downs? If he can hold up in pass protection. His tape from college is kind of a question mark about it. I mean, he didn't really have to do it a lot. You don't really know if he's going to be holding up in pass protection. I haven't been following any of that news in Tampa Bay. Maybe Steve has a little bit more insight into that. But if he can hold up in pass protection, then he'll get some work in the passing game for sure.
Steve knows stuff. He does, but he probably doesn't want to talk about it.
He's coming up soon. He's got to concentrate. But they also have Gio Bernard there, too.
Sure do. Can't forget about old Gio.
So I don't think Rachaad White is the handcuff to Leonard Fournette. If Fournette goes down, I think they'll do just like a running back by committee type of thing. And when I'm looking at backup running backs in this position, this area of the draft, I'm looking for your number one concern with a backup running back is if their running back goes down, is this guy going to be a producer? Is this guy going to step right into that? Khalil Herbert is that guy. Alexander Madison is that guy. Is Rachaad White? I don't think so.
I am producing so much saliva right now. It's unbelievable.
You are disgusting. You're just a disgusting individual.
It's a thing that's been happening to me. I looked it up.
What about the bubble blowing? Do you still blow bubbles just out of nowhere?
No, I try to stop doing that because it's during COVID. I stopped doing that. People were like, "No, that's totally
COVID bubbles." Excuse me, sir. Could you stop blowing your COVID bubbles up?
Spit bubbles. Yeah, that's the worst way to spread it.
I'm sorry. You guys are coming up here. Steve needs to concentrate. You concentrate. I'm doing a shot. Give me a minute.
Do a shot, baby. Round 12. My turn is next. Dick is on the clock. Oh, Jesus. You okay?
defenses. Whoa, I step away for 2 seconds, and you guys are over here reaching for defenses in the 12th round. I'm just kidding. I don't get it, but I hope that it works out for you assholes. Isaiah McKenzie off the board. I think that's a pretty good pick. And Russell Gage, too. The number 3 wide receivers on which should be pretty good fucking pass offenses. Isaiah McKenzie.
I did like him.
You gotta like him. I mean, they signed Jamison Crowder. They got rid of Cole Beasley. They signed Jamison Crowder, and I mean Isaiah McKenzie is over Jamison Crowder. They got rid of Cole Beasley because they have Isaiah McKenzie. Isaiah McKenzie is going to get some work this year.
I get it.
He's not. I'm not yelling at you. Why some of these fucking picks?
But the Gage one, I don't know. I don't know about that.
You don't like the Gage pick?
Gage.
To each his own, motherfucker. There's a couple of players that I want to talk about a little bit more. Let me just make my pick here.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, we could do that.
Where did Gibson go off?
This is tough. So I'm going to go ahead and snatch up a running back that I feel like could be one of those guys where if the lead running back goes down, he could just step right into that role. And I also have him on my dynasty team, Zamir White, listed, I believe, as the number 4 or 5 fucking running back on the depth chart initially. But that's going to change. That will change. He could step right into that Josh Jacobs role if Josh Jacobs goes down. And Josh Jacobs has an injury history, so I'm going to snatch that up right there.
I like it. They don't like Jacobs either. He's on the way out. So Dynasty, that's a good move.
Love Zamir White in Dynasty. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work out. They could bring in somebody else.
Anything's possible.
Anything is possible. Is it? Is it really, though? I hate that saying. Anything is not possible. Like, I can't give birth to a fucking alien right now, can I?
I mean, I don't know. If you want to, like, recreate that in the sense of art, then yes, it's possible. You do, like...
Wow, that is a very optimistic outlook on life. That is a beautiful way of thinking about things, Matt. And I wish that I had a little bit more of that in my soul, but I'm just an angry, bitter curmudgeon.
It's all bullshit.
And that's what I tell my daughter. You got to teach him these things.
Set the expectations for life. There's going to be a lot of disappointments.
Aim low. That way you're never disappointed.
What happened to Steve? He went to go smoke again or what?
I think he just hung up. He probably got to see. He's probably angry about his draft.
He's a real, he uses tobacco regularly, huh?
Yeah. Do you? Do you still smoke?
No. Just weed. Lots of weed.
A little bit of schmeat, a little bit of tweeds.
Yeah, but like, wow, you got some cigarettes? Because if you had one, maybe I'd smoke it.
Well, I haven't had a cigarette in 5 years. I just quit cold turkey and haven't even looked back. It's crazy, actually, to think about it, because I used to love cigarettes. They were my favorite. And
you're a big cigarette guy. I recall that.
Yeah, I mean, I was not even necessarily a chain smoker. For the most part, I was just like a half a pack a day kind of guy. I never really got up to a pack a day unless I was like drunk or on drugs or something. Then I would just fucking smoke my brains out. But I love cigarettes. And it was kind of fucking crazy how like 6 weeks after I quit, I just never even thought about them anymore. Stop.
Did you get hypnotized?
No. Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I just quit. I just literally I had a little bit of a health scare actually because I thought I like broke my lungs or something because it got to a point where I would smoke a cigarette and it just felt like my entire fucking lungs were just turning to ash with every hit. So I was like, oh my God, I got fucking lung cancer. Oh my God, I got fucking whatever. I'm dead. Holy shit. I gotta stop smoking. So I stopped smoking. And like 6 weeks later, I just never even really thought about them. And then, you get to like 6 months, you don't think about them. And then a year later, you're just like, the thought of hitting a cigarette actually sounds kind of gross. Now, like, I can't even imagine. I smell a cigarette. I'm like, this is fucking disgusting. But
yeah, they're pretty nasty. But
anyway, I went to my primary doctor at the time was a pulmonologist. And he was a good guy, and he actually worked at the hospital that Lauren worked at. So he was on my side, and he like pushed the insurance company to get me a CAT scan of my chest, because that's what you really need if you want to, if you have like real lung issues. I mean, an X-ray is not going to really show much. So pushed to get the CT scan, and they actually found a nodule in my lungs, and I was fucking so freaked out. I thought I was going to die. Come to find out, it's really not that big of a deal. It's like this tiny little hole in my lung, which sounds fucking horrible. Apparently, he was like, "No, you're fine." I'm like, "Dude, are you fucking serious? I got a hole in my lung." But this guy's like a fucking, rock star pulmonologist. And he was like, "No, you're fine." So
that's what he wanted to tell you. You can't freak out about the nodule.
I mean, I freak out. I am the most fucking hypochondriac person you probably ever met. Every fucking year, something happens to me. Remember my ankle was swelling up my foot, and I thought I had cancer. And I swore that it was cancer that had already metastasized to the bone. And I convinced myself I only had like 3 months to live.
Oh, man.
Well,
how's the therapy going, though?
The verdict is still out because I'm still waiting on some blood tests and stuff. And yeah, basically, when I went to the doctor and I told her all these things, spent about 80% of it talking about my drinking problem and my mental health. That was her number one concern, was that I get mental health help and behavioral issue. Schedule some with the front desk. She was like, "Go to the front desk and schedule it right now." Of course I did not. And I just continued to drink.
Well, there's a lot of options, but I don't know what your insurance covers. Do you have insurance? You pay for it?
I'm on fucking Medicaid. Or is it Medicaid? Okay. The free shit? I don't even know why. Like, I feel like it's going to come back to bite me in the ass because, like, I don't make a lot of money, but I make enough where I shouldn't be on Medicaid. But for some reason, one day, like in May, they just fucking emailed me and like, "Congratulations, you have been approved for Medicaid." And I was like, "Really?" So I was paying for I wasn't paying for it actually. I had $0 premium, but it was like really fucking shitty insurance with like a $7,500 deductible through the health the marketplace. I canceled that, and I've been on this fucking free insurance. I've been fucking eating it up too. I've been going to this doctor. I've been going to that doctor. I've been fucking like, this is all free. Might as well fucking take advantage, right?
Get it while you can.
Yeah. I got to tell you, man, the difference between being 36 and 37, it's like a fucking, what are those things called? A huge fucking gap, like a mountain. It's crazy. At 36, I felt so fucking healthy. As soon as I turned 37, I got all these I got issue with my foot, my ankle, my knees.
It happens quick, my friend. The arthritis.
The fucking arthritis, yeah. is crazy. And basically what I think is it's just a general inflammation issue. And if it's a general inflammation issue, then there's probably a core reason for it, and it's probably not good. Could be fibromyalgia. Could be cancer. I don't fucking know.
Anything's possible. We talked about that. That's not the case. Not possible. I think that's how we all started. We went full circle there.
Yeah. Well, I went and I got my I'm getting screened for colon cancer because I thought that it ran in my family. Apparently, I was completely wrong. I thought my grandmother died of colon cancer. She actually died of uterine cancer. So I'll have to go and get screened for that now. Anyway, let's talk about some of these picks that came off the board. I took Zamir White. You were mad about it. And then I took MVS. I'm not really sold on MVS. I don't think anybody else is really sold on MVS, but who knows? Mahomes is going to spread the ball around. I don't think he's really that good of a football player, MVS, but he should catch some touchdowns this year. And then Dante Foreman.
Yeah, baby. Foreman.
It's probably in my face a little bit, and I think I probably should have scooped him up. But I'm so focused on CMC doing stuff for me this year that I don't even really fucking care. If he gets hurt, fuck it. But I'm going for broke.
The ship's going down.
And, Dante Foreman, I mean, people look at him as the handcuff. Last year it was Hubbard.
Wasn't it Chuba Hubbard?
Yeah, it was Chuba. I think he also went off the board too. But honestly, I feel like
he's already off. So there's three running backs from Carolina.
The Panthers, yeah. And that offense is not very good. I know Deontay Foreman did some good stuff last year in Tennessee when Henry went down. But it's not like they have both of those assholes. They look bad in the preseason on the Panthers. You want to know why? Because the Panthers fucking suck. And I think that if CMC
sleeper in that division, actually, I could see them winning the whole thing.
Come on,
the division,
bro.
I mean, I'm not too high on Tampa Bay, and then New Orleans is questionable. Like, I don't know.
New Orleans is going to be a really good team. They got a good offense. They have
that's my pick for the division.
A great defense. You got Tampa Bay. And then, Atlanta obviously is going to blow too. But the Panthers aren't going to do anything. They're going to go maybe 6-11, maybe win 6 games, probably more like 5. And Matt Rule is going to get fired because he's not an NFL coach. He's going to get fired at the end of this year. And if CMC goes down, they're probably going to be splitting carries between Deontay Foreman and Chuba Hubbard. Mm-hmm. And I just don't see either of them necessarily carving out enough of a role to fit in your flex position every week. But you got to like some of these Chiefs wide receivers that have come off the board. Sky Moore went, of course, to Kyle. He went Sky Moore. And then Mecole Hardman. You get the feeling somebody's going to pop one of those wide receivers, probably Juju. However, it feels like it's actually probably.
Wait, where did Sky Moore go?
He went right after I took. Actually, he went around maybe even 2 rounds ago.
That's crazy. Well, yeah, 123, huh? Wow, that's
yeah. I don't like
confidence.
I don't like rookie wide receivers.
Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, like, there's a lot of guys there, but he's a good player. High expectations.
Yeah, I just think
you know how that offense works. Like how many weeks did one of those guys, one of the other guys that don't play there anymore?
Yeah. Oh, well, I think that a lot. Honestly, I feel like Mahomes is just going to have an amazing season this year. I feel like he's on the surface, losing Tyreek seems like a bad thing, but Now he doesn't have to force the ball to Tyreek. He's got all these nice little weapons, and he's just going to throw to whoever's open. So I think that all of these wide receivers will have good weeks here and there. It's fucking hilarious. Last night, I actually ended up I got the number one pick. JT, I took number one. And then the second round, Travis Kelce fell to me. And I was just like, my pants were just tight. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't even move.
Like a tiger.
So tight. But I was pretty drunk at that point, and I didn't even realize I was doing this. I snatched up Juju because I love his upside in that offense. But then my wide receiver 3, I ended up with MVS. And then my wide receiver 5 on my bench was Sky Moore. I was like, am I really starting 3 Chiefs wide receivers in the same lineup every week? I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, though, if you think about it.
No.
I mean, it feels like the ceiling is a little bit limited. But if Patrick Mahomes spreads the ball around, I mean, Kelsey could have a nice game in MVS, and then, Juju might have a few catches, or it might go the other way around. Juju has a touchdown, and MVS has a touchdown. And, Kelsey has 5 grabs for 60 yards or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm going to do something that I've kind of been doing in every league so far. I'm going to snatch up Gus Edwards.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to stash him. Yeah. Oh, motherfucker. And this is the other guy that I was looking at here. And Kyle goes and snatches him up in my face. I thought he might last in the next round. Is Darrell Williams in Arizona. You talk about guys where if their lead running back goes down, I like Darrell Williams. I mean, I know they got Eno Benjamin there, but Eno Benjamin sucks. Darrell Williams is a good football player. And if James Conner goes down, then I think that Darrell Williams will walk right into that lead running back role in a good offense.
Did Jameis go?
Jameis just went, yes.
Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me.
Tough draft, bro. Tough. The bearded clams. Hey, shout out to J-Will, by the way. This motherfucker just moved into a new apartment. I'm excited for him. I know the feeling because I just moved into a new place about a month ago, and it's amazing. I love it. I love this new pad. It's my fucking man cave. It's my bachelor pad. And my fucking playground, my bachelor pad over here, and then I have my daughter's playground over here with all her fucking toys.
Is Bearded Clams J-Will?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Jameis. It's a good one.
It's a good pick. And if I didn't want to snatch up one of these top 5 quarterbacks, if I didn't get one of those, if they didn't, I probably went, you're right, I probably went a little bit early. Jalen Hurts, I would have liked to grab him around later. But like I said, if I was going to wait on Jalen Hurts, I was going to grab Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson fell to me anyway. But if I was going to wait on a quarterback, I mean, Jameis Winston right there in the fucking 15th round. What is this? This the second to last round. That's just great value.
It is.
He might throw a lot of picks, but he's probably going to throw a lot of touchdowns. And he's got a lot of nice weapons there. I think Jarvis Landry is underrated for fantasy purposes, especially in a PPR. Chris Olave, I told you already, man, I think he's going to have the best season of any rookie wide receiver.
You got a future on that one?
I don't know if I can bet on that, actually.
In wherever you are?
No, I mean, I don't want to bet on him rookie of the year necessarily.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I would bet on him to have the best
I get what you're saying.
But yeah, and then Michael Thomas seems like he's on track to play week 1 and be healthy. So yeah, Alvin Kamara, who's probably going to play. Man, Alvin fucking Kamara. That's just really good value. Imagine a few weeks ago when you were fucking lapping him up in like the third round or whatever it was. Man, unbelievable value.
Kamara lapping him up in the third round.
Well, yeah, a few weeks ago when a suspension was looming, and now
Gotcha.
and now you feel like it's not. Where would Alvin Kamara go in a redraft if there was no suspension?
It'd be first round for sure.
Top 6, top 7, probably, right? Right behind it. I mean, he'd be right in that conversation with Derrick Henry. Certainly right in the conversation with Dalvin Cook. So I started doing mocks about, I don't know, as soon as we found out the draft order, what was it, Saturday or something? So maybe like 5 days ago or something. And Alvin Kamara never fell to me, but he was getting close to me. And then the more mocks I did, the later it progressed, like the further away he was from me, Like I was just never going to get him.
Yeah. Well, we're wrapping this up here. I like it. It's moving swiftly.
Yeah, Gerald Everett right there. Good pick. I mean, the starting tight end for the San Diego Chargers or wherever the fuck they are now. Are they Los Angeles?
Los Angeles, baby.
So,
dude, it's hot as shit out there right now.
Yeah. Big fucking heat wave. And it's been nice and cool over here on the East Coast today, especially. A little bit rain, but
mild here in Chicago. All right, let's see here. Everett. And then, I was thinking about what gong, bung, gong. But, you know how that goes. Can't be.
Albert. Well,
can't say their name.
Let me ask you this, Matt, because I'm coming up here on my last pick. I'm going to snatch up one of these tight ends here, but I might have to choose between Hayden Hurst and Logan Thomas. I like Hayden Hurst. I think he's got a great floor in that offense. I think he's going to be better than CJ Uzmanzada. CJ Uzmanzada.
Mm-hmm.
But Logan Thomas, why is he so low? Can somebody explain to me? Wasn't he great a couple seasons ago?
Just lingering injuries, and he's already injured again, I guess. It looks like.
Horrible knee injury.
Yeah.
Possibly not start week 1. Okay, so it's just an injury thing?
I would say so. The value is potentially there if he can stay healthy. He's effective.
Yeah, great season a couple of years ago. Good upside.
But you got Mo Ali Cox out there still too, bud.
Well, I went and I snatched up Hayden Hurst. I feel like that's, I feel like he's got a good floor in that offense, and I feel like he's very, very undervalued. I don't think he's got a great ceiling, but I think that if Irv Smith doesn't work out, then I'll just go ahead and plug Hurst in there week to week. I think that he'll catch me some touchdowns. But we're done.
That's it.
Game over. That's it.
Wow. What a great draft. That was a good one. A lot of people, I feel like I didn't get snaked as much as I have in some other leagues, so I'm happy about that.
Good. I got snaked a couple of times. It's a tough draft. A lot of good players in this draft. And, not necessarily snaked right before your pick, but looking at some guys as it's coming up to you in a round and they all just start getting picked off, or looking forward another round and thinking to yourself, I'll snatch up one of these guys, and they just all get taken up. We got a lot of very competitive players. Do you want to take a look at some of these teams and just tell me, initial thoughts on who might be a real contender?
Yeah, sure. I mean, where do we begin?
I'm just running through them real quick. Obviously, my team is the best, clearly. Not Mud Dogs. This motherfucker is like the bane of my existence. This is Justin, right? this is Tim's cousin, and this motherfucker. I mean, we've been in leagues with this guy for like years now, and you probably didn't even realize it. We were in Swope's league.
Oh yeah, I know Justin. I've hung out with him personally.
I've never met him, but we've exchanged many texts and many shit talks over the Yahoo app, and I remember one year we actually had a bet where he lost. I can't remember the actual bet. Whoever finished bet, I think I won the championship that year. Actually, it was whoever does best has to change their name the next year to. He had to change his name to Daddy's Little Bitch. What's his fucking team name?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, he was snatching up all these players that I had targeted, and I think that he probably went around early on them. But it was really frustrating to think that like Chase Edmonds might be there, and I might go ahead and just grab him, even though I didn't need another running back. And the same thing with Adam Thielen. Going to be I think he's going to be an end zone target for sure in that offense. So he's got Cook and Thielen and Edmonds and ETN, who's got just a ton of upside there. His quarterback is Aaron Rodgers. So I'm not really sold on him, but
yeah, the question is that offense and what they're going to do this year. Yeah, but that's good value where he got him. So. You had to take him there.
If you're going to wait on a quarterback, not a bad quarterback to grab. And it's interesting. He actually grabbed Allen Lazard was one of my targets because I love Allen Lazard. He caught 8 touchdowns last year in a supporting role in I don't know, 3/4 of the season. Allen Lazard was one of my main targets in the late rounds, and he scooped him up in my face. He also went with Sammy Watkins. So he's looking at that Green Bay offense thinking, Rodgers do stuff. Someone's going to, yep, exactly.
I like Dobbs, though.
Romeo?
Yeah.
Of the Romeo variety?
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm looking at your draft thinking to myself, there's a lot of question marks there, but if this all hits, this could be great. Kirk Cousins was he's your late round quarterback target. If you're waiting on a quarterback, Kirk Cousins is the guy. Jamar Chase. And last year was his rookie season. Can you fucking believe that? What did he have? Like 1,400 yards or some crazy shit?
Yeah, 1444.
Yeah.
The question mark is definitely just the running back position, but hopefully you can get some upside out of like Miles Sanders or something like that and fill him into like a starting role if necessary, because wideout I feel like I have some good depth.
Yeah, Juju could pop. These are all to me upside guys that they're not floor guys, but Juju could pop. Juju could be a fucking top 6 or 7 wide receiver. Damian Pierce, a lot of hype around that motherfucker. And Eli Mitchell is about as good as, as solid as they come if he can stay on the field. So
let's look at Steve.
Steve ended up with Kamara, Joe Mixon, and Josh Allen. That's his fucking core. You got to love that core. And Chris Godwin as his number 3 wide receiver could have his wide receivers are funny to me because I'm looking at it. His number 1 is St. Brown. His number 2 is Cooks. His number 3 is Godwin. At the end of the season, I feel like they could end up just completely flipping around. And Godwin could be 1. Brandon Cooks is just a solid wide receiver 2. And then Amon-Ra St. Brown, I feel like I'm a little bit low on him. I think that he'll probably end up being more of his wide receiver 3.
I like the Tony pick though. That's a good nap.
Little Tony P. It's tough grabbing a player like Zeke when his hand.
Darius, I'm sorry.
Tony. Okay, sorry, that Tony, because he's got 2 Tonys. He's got Tony P. Also, I like him in the flex there. I think they're going to put him on the field with Zeke a lot. It's tough grabbing a guy like Zeke. You can't handcuff him unless you're taking a guy like Pollard in the 5th round. But if Zeke were to go down, Tony Pollard's going to be a top 6 running back, right?
Yeah, definitely. What do we think? Well, we don't know. I mean, when the offensive line is back to form, I think King of the Rats. What do you think about his? He's got some he definitely did his research. I'll tell you that.
I love a couple of his picks. Cole Kmet is going to get peppered with targets this season. I'm actually really fucking upset. And Ramondre Stevenson, one of my main targets in the draft, I feel like he could end up being a running back 1 that you got in what I don't even fucking know, the 8th round or something like that. Brady, Steve said it, right? Why am I fucking reaching for Jalen Hurts when I could just get Tom Brady, who's going to end up being a top 5 quarterback? And then CD could end up being this guy's going to, it's his third year wide receiver. I mean, he's got every single thing you look for in a breakout wide receiver. 3rd-year wide receiver, great fucking draft pedigree, college pedigree, opportunity, athleticism. I mean, if CD doesn't break out this year, then he's probably not going to break out.
Or he's injured.
CD's going to break out. He's going to break out top 5 wide receiver. He's got number 1 wide receiver potential overall. Then we look at his running backs, man. Tell me a little bit about Saquon Barkley. How you feel about him this year?
I'm up on him. I know he's worked hard to get back to form, but obviously the question revolves around the Giants as a whole. So
yeah, that offense, it's crazy. This fucking guy was the number 2 running back his rookie year, and then injuries and just shittiness, and I just don't think that he's going to ever get back to that form.
Yeah, it's probably the sad reality of the situation.
But as Giants fans, we know this, and as Penn State fans, we know Saquon Barkley. I mean, we've been watching him since his sophomore year. He was getting the rock in his freshman year too, right? We've been watching Saquon Barkley his entire career. He's from our area, and we love Saquon Barkley. The thing about Saquon Barkley is his mindset is just too on explosive runs. He always wants to make that big play. He always wants to make that big cut. And you saw it last year in the Bears game. It's how he fucking, injured his knee trying to make that big cut upfield. If he can learn to just go north and south, worry about getting 4 yards. If he can turn into that kind of running back, then he can probably keep his value as an RB1. But he's not that kind of guy. I mean, he's the kind of guy that makes that cut and wants to fucking bust a big run. But he's just, I don't think his body holds up anymore. And then you got J.K. Dobbins here. I don't believe in J.K. I was a big believer in J.K. Dobbins. I loved J.K. Dobbins as a prospect. When he was his rookie year, he was fucking tearing it up. But you know what? He scored a touchdown in, I think, 8 straight games or something like that. And I don't want to say that the touchdown regression is necessarily an inevitability, but if we're looking at J.K. Dobbins to score a touchdown in every single game that he plays, then I'm sorry, you're going to be sadly disappointed. So, plus he's not probably going to be ready for week 1.
Draft is wrapping up here. Great job, everyone. I think we're going to have to call it quits here. I got to, get to the sack.
Okay. Yep. All right. Matt's leaving. Steve fell asleep like an hour ago.
Got the router back up. I just ran outside to get my LTA to finish the draft. Okay. All good. Great job, everyone. I can't wait to see how it all plays out. We'll keep you posted when we can.
All right. Well,
can. No.
Good job, guys. Excited about it, guys. Really excited about this season. We got fucking live football tomorrow. Week 1. Let's get it.
Take care, everybody. We love you.
Yo.